Yesterday, I had an interview with Anita Washington, and shouts out to Anita. She's amazing, has an amazing channel, has an amazing platform, and does amazing things. But I'm not too happy about the interview for one reason, and it's because of my answers that I gave for Reiki, and I haven't even watched it back. But all all, all I know is this: is that she asked me kind of like what Reiki is, and I fucking hate that question because Reiki's the kind of thing that no matter how I explain it, it's gonna sound pseudo, right? Like people will be like, "Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds wooey," and then I can give you the science on it, the scientific breakdown about how the universe is mental, and essentially that Reiki runs off of the same force that beats your heart, the same force that turns the planet, the same force that rotates the universe, that rotates the galaxies in the arms of the galaxies, that rotates the solar system. Reiki runs off of the same force that rises the sun in the morning, right? Reiki is like a thing that is so ubiquitous and absolute that you can't even put words to it. So when you ask me what it is, I kind of have to answer towards the golem of Reiki that Usui created when Reiki's been existing. That Reiki, just like the stars in the night sky, has been existing for time immemorial, time in for fucking ever. All right, it's been existing for fucking ever, and just so happens that Dr. Mikao Usui, he put a name to an energy that is ubiquitous, and that's his golem is Reiki, and now we all get to fall under it. I'm about to create my own golem. You can call it freaking Hooga Booga. You can call it Mooga Mooga. Like, it don't matter what you call it. But what it is the universal healing force or regenerative force that exists in nature always and forever. That's what Reiki is. And so for me to be asked that question, I could answer it 1,000 times to 1,000 different people and still feel put on the spot when somebody asks me what it is, because it's like a ineffable thing. It's like, what I mean? It's just one of those things that you don't need to understand how it works for it to work. You can't explain, and it's not, and that's not to say that I don't know how it works. I know how it works. It's just that in order to explain to somebody else, their mind is gonna have to go in a bunch of circles, twists, and turns to understand a universal truth that they've been ignoring or just haven't noticed. That the body regenerates naturally. That anything in nature kind of has a regenerative quality to it, or exhibits an ability to regenerate. And Reiki's the principle that goes with that, and it runs off of love, compassion, and good intentions, but it doesn't stop there. It's an actual electromagnetic force or energy that you can feel and experience. And so, yeah, man, I feel like that interview, I didn't really say that, or maybe I did, but yeah, man, there are some things that I do Reiki naturally, so it's like trying to explain like breathing to you, like for someone who breathes air all day and every day, like, and then someone asks you, so what is breathing? Like, what is respiration? Well, shit, it's when you take in some air and then you let some air out. in order to balance the CO2 and oxygen levels in your blood. And to also get some energy to fuel yourself. To fuel yourself. To fuel your existence further. And so it's like, in explaining that, I kind of feel stupid that I even need to explain it. But people don't know it. That they don't know about Reiki, so I have to explain it to them. But I have to do it under Dr. Usui's Gollum, which I kind of feel uncomfortable doing. Like, it makes me want to hand the mic over to that nigga and be like, yo, bro, you explain it. You want to know what Reiki is? Ask Dr. Usui. Don't ask me. I'll tell you what fucking healing is, though. I'll tell you what, energetic balancing is. But that's what I'm here to do, is to fucking explain Reiki. So maybe I just need to shut up. Look out for that interview when it comes out with Shaq Wukong and Anita Washington.